Do you ever feel like learning English is boring? You start excited, but after a few weeks, you lose motivation and stop? Well, you're not alone.
Many people struggle with this. They think learning English means memorizing grammar rules and studying textbooks all day. But guess what? It doesn't have to be that way.
In today's video, we'll show you fun and exciting ways to learn English without getting bored. And make sure to stay until the end because we'll reveal our #1 tip to keep learning fun and effective.
If you want to improve your English while having fun, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.
Before we talk about the fun methods, let's quickly look at why learning English feels boring for so many people.
One big reason is that people focus too much on grammar and not enough on real-life communication.
Also, many learners don't practice speaking. They only study, but they never actually use a language.
And another big problem? No motivation. If you don't have a reason to learn, it's easy to get bored and give up.
That's why today, we're going to give you some really fun ways to learn English and stay motivated.
One of the easiest ways to make English fun is by using entertainment. You can learn English while watching movies, TV shows, or listening to music.
Yes, instead of memorizing boring vocabulary lists, try watching your favorite show in English with subtitles.
And if you love music, listen to English songs, read the lyrics, and even try singing along. It helps with pronunciation and vocabulary.
Now, if you love playing games, why not turn learning into a game?
There are so many apps like Duolingo, Anki, and Quizlet that make learning English feel like a fun challenge.
You can set goals, win points, and even compete with friends.
Exactly. Learning English should feel fun, not like school.
If you want to learn faster, you need to speak English as much as possible.
You can find a language partner, join an English club, or use apps like HelloTalk or Tandem to chat with native speakers.
And don't be afraid of making mistakes. Every mistake helps you learn.
Another great tip is to connect English with your hobbies.
If you love cooking, watch English recipe videos. If you love sports, follow English commentators. If you love traveling, watch English travel vlogs.
When you mix English with your interests, learning becomes exciting instead of boring.
One of the best ways to improve is to surround yourself with English.
Change your phone language, follow English content creators on social media, and try writing your thoughts in English.
The more you see and hear English, the faster you'll learn. So, Emma, have you ever thought about how people can learn English without even feeling like they're studying?
Oh, definitely. I always say that the best way to learn is to surround yourself with English, kind of like creating your own little English world.
Exactly. And the best part? You don't have to live in an English-speaking country to do it. You can do it right at home. So, what's the first thing you'd recommend?
Okay, here's a super easy trick. Change your phone's language to English. Think about it, you check your phone every day, right? So if everything, your apps, your settings, even your notifications is in English, you'll naturally get used to reading and understanding English words.
That's a good one. It's like a mini English lesson every time you unlock your phone. I'd also say follow English-speaking influencers on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. That way, even when you're just scrolling, you're learning without realizing it.
Yes. And speaking of passive learning, listening to English all the time makes a huge difference. Like, instead of listening to music in your native language, try listening to English podcasts or audiobooks while you're commuting or cooking.
Oh, I love that. I actually started listening to an English podcast every morning, and at first, I barely understood anything. But after a few weeks, it got so much easier.
Right? And here's another fun tip. Watch your favorite TV shows in English with English subtitles. You'll hear the words and see them at the same time, so it helps with both listening and reading skills.
Oh, and this one might sound weird at first, but talk to yourself in English.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Like when I'm making a to-do list, I'll say, okay, today I need to finish my work, go grocery shopping, and call my friend. It actually helps me think in English instead of translating in my head.
That's such a good habit. And speaking of habits, joining an English-speaking community is a game changer. Talking to real people, even online, helps you gain confidence. Plus, it's way more fun.
Yeah, it's like having a support system that keeps you motivated. Oh, and one last thing, don't be afraid to make mistakes. The more you speak, the better you'll get.
Absolutely. So, what about you guys? How do you create an English environment for yourself? Let us know in the comments. All right, before we wrap up, let's go over some useful vocabulary from today's discussion.
Yeah, I'll say the words and you give the explanation. Ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, first word, motivation.
Oh, that's a big one. Motivation is the reason why we do something. It's what keeps us going, even when things get hard. For example, if you want to learn English because you dream of traveling, that's your motivation.
Exactly. Now, what about getting bored?
That's when you feel tired of doing the same thing, or when something isn't interesting anymore. Like, if you study only with grammar books, you might start getting bored.
That's why we need to find a fun way to learn. So, what does that mean?
A fun way is a method that makes learning enjoyable. For example, instead of reading a textbook, you can learn English by watching movies or playing games.
Yes. Speaking of fun, here's the next word, hobbies.
Oh, I love this one. Hobbies are things we enjoy doing in our free time, like playing sports, drawing, or listening to music. And guess what? You can use your hobbies to learn English. If you love cooking, try watching cooking videos in English.
That's a great tip. Now, let's move to track your progress.
Good one. Tracking your progress means checking how much you've improved. For example, if you record yourself speaking English today and compare it to a recording from 3 months ago, you can see your progress.
Yes. And when you improve, you have achievements. What does that mean?
An achievement is something you've successfully done after working hard. Like, if you finally have a conversation in English without feeling nervous, that's an achievement.
That's right. So guys, what are your achievements in learning English? Tell us in the comments.
And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe and share it with your friends. See you next time.